All right, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be just me rambling about the East Coast trip. Just a little update, exactly what happened, more likely what went wrong. So if you're watching this and you don't know, we went and raced Hoosier GNCC, and then we went the next week and we raced Sunset Ridge. So first, Hoosier GNCC, I raced my bike. The first thing off the start, everybody knows, if you watch the video, it died and it wouldn't crank over, and I'm not even sure why. It was just acting like it had a dead battery, and then finally it started. So we went from there. But something that you don't know was my brake. I had no rear brakes at the starting line, and I'm thinking maybe I pinched a line here or something when I tied it down, because that's where I had the tie down. I honestly, I haven't even messed with that, because as you see, this is tore apart. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get into this motor thing. So I think the last video that's out, which is really long, I don't expect anybody to watch this, 44 minutes long. What I did was I just took 3 videos that I had left till the GoPro died and shoved them all in there. Took 2 days to download or upload to YouTube. Honestly, it was a nightmare. I was just trying to get it done. I tried to adjust the GoPro because I knew the battery was going to die. I tried to take it down to 30 frames a second, 1080, shut the LED screen off, just to try to get it as long as I could. I really wanted to get the pit stop in. Unfortunately, I did not get the pit stop in. I think the pit stop was on the 3rd lap. Pit stop went great. Got gas, got goggles. I wasn't sure if I even needed to pit, because if I do the math, I'm like 12 miles. Should I run out of gas? But apparently, so when I put the dump can in, it took a gallon and a half, which the LTR holds 2.6, I think is what it is. Anyway, so that went, and then on the last lap, unfortunately, I heard something in the motor. It was sounded like something came loose in the motor, and thankfully I came across a creek crossing, and there was a spot in the trail where it died. I was able to get off the trail, because if anybody's ever raced, so there's part of the trail where you cannot get off. So I'm thankful for that. If it's gonna die, do not let me plug up the trail. So what happened to this? It appears, and hopefully this light ain't too bright, you can see my cam gear is a little hot there, which is extremely concerning. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you can see the light through that right there, that valve. That valve got stuck, which is not good. So the problem, obviously the valve stuck. Let me show you the piston. You can see the piston right here. That was getting banged against that valve, which is not good. Who gives a shit about the piston, to be honest with you? We can replace that. The problem is 2 problems. The head, which is an issue. So let me pull this back apart maybe. Anyway, so on that side, there's some burrs right here on the edge. So I'm worried about that. So I'll send that off and have them look at it, and Hopefully it's fixable. I'll probably have to put a new cam gear in. The cam gear actually looks okay, but it did get a little hot. So the head is an issue. If anybody knows, those are expensive. Obviously, I'm probably going to need valves, so that's expensive on top of the head. If I buy a new head, if I bought an OEM head, it's $1,000 with no valves in it. So there's an issue. The second problem is what caused that. And it's funny because it's not funny. It's fucking sad. But this one, when I pulled it apart, there wasn't a lot of oil up in here compared to the other one that has a lot of oil in there. So I don't know if an oil pump failed on me. I'm not really sure. That's why I have this apart. I got to pull the other side off because it could have got hot and then it stuck the valve, then banged against the piston, then lost basically compression because the exhaust is open. But on this side, my gear's intact. This one is. They spin good. I got to open the other side of the motor, so I didn't want to, but I'm probably gonna have to pull this goddamn motor out and go from there. Flush the oil lines out, I guess. I'll probably do a video because I think I'm gonna replace the water pump. I'll put a new water pump in there, I think. You know why I'm crying about money. So that was that. Doesn't run when the valve's stuck open. And so we went to Sunset Ridge. The plan was we were going to ride Friday for practice day. Now I'm a little paranoid because I'm down to one bike. So we didn't race. We didn't ride Friday. We waited, and the plan here's most of my plan. Now I probably should know better. We raced. I signed up for OpenC, 40C, and 450C. Kind of was throwing a prayer out there that maybe we could get a podium and come away with a piece of plastic. So we raced OpenC. Now Friday the track was just, I don't know if anybody's seen the pictures. It's Sunset Ridge. It's sandy. It was beat. Oh my God. Deep sand. Anyway, OpenC. The video's out. I ended up getting 7th, and I was just like, humbling experience. Now I don't think I'm fast. I think I can ride, but I don't think I'm fast. And man, those guys back east, hats off to you. You guys are ripping. I didn't jump any of the jumps. None of the big stuff. Anyway, so we raced that, got 7th, blah, blah, blah. We raced, the next race was 40C, which is the one I really wanted to give it to. And we raced that, got a decent start, got into the lead, and they're short motos, they're 4 minutes. Anyway, so on the last lap, the bike, is the video out? Video out, will be out tomorrow. The bike died like 4 times that last lap, and I was like, what? I'm like, just please get me to the finish line, please. Like, that's the worst if you're in the lead and it's failing on you. And we got to the start, or we got to the finished first that moto, and then I was gonna race 450C, and everybody's telling me my bike was smoking, and I was like, oh, lovely. So we went to I went to start kitty. We went to start to go up to the line for the next race, and man, it was cutting out and it was smoking real bad. So we decided to, I was like, I'm not racing. It's not making 4 laps. It's not. I just know this. So then the panic set in. Like, I'm thankful that there's you guys back east race Saturday, Moto 1, and then Moto 2 is Sunday. So it gave us some time. I was wondering if I should tear this motor apart and take the piston out of my bike, if it's good, because I didn't know what broke, and shove it in this one and call it good. Luckily, Chad Brookhouse, man, thank you, was with me, and I was able to ride his bike. We swapped plastics, rode that bike, and rode good. I think I had some lines picked out on that last lap. I think I had some lines that last lap to make a pass. I just, I brain faded and crashed. And I don't know. I don't know, honestly, what happened. It's been a long time since that's happened. So anyway, so we ended up going 1-3 for second overall. So we'll take that. So Lori's bike, my wife's bike, the black and purple one that I always ride because I can't keep my shit together. There's a ring, looks like a wore down ring, and it sadly is an expensive trip. Let's see if I can get the camera in there. It's got some wear. Jesus. It's got some wear on the cylinder. I don't know if you can see it right there. So it's got some wear on the cylinder. So I got to put a cylinder in there. That's my cap. Along with the piston. So that's actually way cheaper than the head situation that I got. So we got a piston and a cylinder coming for that. Probably have that together this weekend. And the head situation, I don't know. Like I said, I'll put an oil pump in it. So I'll probably make a video of oil pump. Replace both sides, I guess. I don't want to split the cases and get into the transmission, but I probably should to see if there's anything in there. All the oil that came out looked good. It didn't look like there was any metal flakes or anything in there. So that's good case scenario. Tranny shifted great. I just got to get in there, replace the oil pumps. And like I said, I'll probably do the water pump. I'm at it. And flush the oil lines, because I'm going to assume I had an oil pump issue. And that's what caused that valve to stick, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's a little update from East Coast. East Coast expensive trip, but well worth it. Met incredible people while we were over there. Dude, we had a blast. We had fun. We got, anybody watches Adam McGill's posts, that bottle of whiskey that came from Oregon, that was from us. That was a pleasure to meet him and everybody else out there. That was fun. Marshall Smith too. Like, I tried to find a piston and rings before Moto 2 on Sunday. So I asked around, and no real luck. Really bad idea to tear the bike apart. And I mean, I could have, but yeah, it's a nightmare. Anyway, thanks for watching, and that's the update.